All right, so we're back on here, getting into the next episode 194, KANU Chronicles. I have my guest host with the NBA recap of the playoffs each week here, Kim Broski.
Yes, sir.
You still go on your Instagram?
Not really, man. I haven't been on it that much, man. I need to start checking it more. I keep saying I'm gonna do it, and I never do it. So I got.
That's all good.
Doing it. It's damn
yeah, man. Well, I'll put it out. Humbug. What is it? Humbug Slim, right?
Yeah, Humbug Slim.
All right, Humbug Slim. So, and you could follow me. You guys could follow me at KANU Chronicles on Twitter, and at GRTN8 on Instagram. That's Great Nate. GRTN and the number 8. I know. Trying to. I might change it. You never know. Whatever. Exactly. So we're getting into this week. We're getting close to the second round, about to start here. So
yeah.
We already, in the last program, you already heard us talking, covering, up to Sunday night or whatever. So yeah, just basically, it's Wednesday now, the 24th. So, last night was a big night. We could talk about that basically and going forward. So what did you see? What have you seen the last couple days? Anything?
I was just like, wow. I just, just wow. And this Utah coming back, that was a shocker.
Yeah.
Cause I had Houston done with that one.
Right.
And Portland beating up UKC, that was crazy. And it looks like Denver may win this series coming up. So, you know, it's a few surprises. Not much.
Right.
Not much. Like I said, there's not much. The East is pretty much what I said. Just the matchups are different. But yeah, it went with what. Yeah, it happened the way it was. Yeah, pretty much what you think.
It's
supposed to be.
Right.
We had some shockers at the beginning, but yeah, it was nothing. That was it.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a little excitement with the Nets for a quick second.
Little drama.
And then, each one there's just barely moments there, but that's gonna happen. These seeds where it's the really good team against not so good team. It's usually gonna happen. It's usually gonna happen. It should be
like that. Like even in a good fight, man, it should be like if this guy is stepping up and you're the champion, he should have to come in there and really, really beat you up, man. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be or the other way around. The champ should just wash this guy out.
Right.
Like no way. So.
Right, exactly. So we got that going on. Let's see. We'll just go right to last night where we're at. So the Raptors took out the Magic. Sixers took out the Nets. Both 4-1. Nuggets won 108-90 solidly at home, defending court. So now they're up 3-2.
Yes.
And then we got the Blazers with what a crazy ending performance from Lillard on a 50-point game.
Wow.
Bring it back.
I gotta find that game, dude. I gotta look in on that. I know.
Yeah, that's one I would like to recap and get a good. I was seeing a little bit here and there, kind of, not really.
I missed all. They wasn't even. And then this morning they weren't even talking about that. It was pissing me off. They was talking about football and all this. Well, I'm like, okay, I got the draft is coming up, but it's like we're still on basketball. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, you might have just missed it. I didn't. Yeah, I know what you mean.
I know, but I know you always tell me to leave ESPN alone. I'm sorry.
No. Well, when you're in a pinch, you got cable, you're just turning it on. That's how it goes. But you know how it is. Sometimes you just turn it on at that wrong fucking time,
Yeah, and it's just like right now you're not talking about shit. It's like, come on.
Well, today too was Big Ben got this extension, so that was a thing. That's probably a thing still being talked about because they don't know how much it was. So, but he's but that's NFL. That's fine. So, anyways, So yeah, the Blazers, man, that damn dude, that build, that place, must have been just so pumped up and blown up. I mean, they just.
Well, because I had OKC winning that series, dude. I just thought that anybody, Paul George and Westbrook on the same team, their competitive spirit, I just thought together they've been playing pretty good. So I was like, okay, he finally got somebody over there he can play with. I really thought they was going to really give. I figured like Portland kind of squeaked in. I don't figure like they came marching in, you know. So, but they showed.
Well, I think they've been under the radar more than people realize.
Yes.
You know, that's what I was looking when I first saw them coming in, or when I looked up and saw where they were coming in their record. I was like, oh, they're not being talked about. I was like, that's a good team right there. I was like, well, I didn't, but like we were saying, I still was defaulting with, hey man, you know, they just haven't. They for some reason have been that team as a franchise that just have bad luck, or they just for some reason just fall off. So. You know, Thunder have had more success, so it's one of those things. Like I'm not surprised or mad about people saying the Thunder right now. But man, Lillard played obviously off the wall, but the whole team, and that's what it is when you're going to win. It's always got to be a team, man.
Yeah, but I mean, it's always that one guy that seems like. He's like the Jordan guy that's like, hey man, fuck it,
Yeah. He did. He did bring it. He did bring that leadership, so he deserves that.
Yes. So we man, like I said, that was awesome for them.
Yeah.
Awesome.
He if you're gonna pick an individual right now, he's currently a new guy that stepped up. And he's like putting his hand up, like, hey.
Hey man. Y'all gotta watch me over here? Okay, yeah. I gotta show y'all. But that's not what you do. If you make it to the playoffs, you shine in the fucking playoffs, dude.
Yeah. And like we said, right now, it's been the Warriors, but you got all this talent. They're definitely deserving and so forth. Like but they got to go get it now.
I was really hoping the Clippers was gonna come up and do something, man. I was really fucking hoping, man.
I know.
I was really hoping.
Oh yeah, man. But you know what? They still mostly played well against them, man. So
they gave them a game.
They were giving them some games, at least a little bit. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was looking at a sweep, so they gave me a game. So I'm still.
Oh yeah, well that was huge. That was huge. But I'm just saying, otherwise they still had some games where they weren't. They were able to keep competitive at the end, and all that.
Tire him out, man. Tire him out for the next guy. They got nothing, man. If they just go forward, don't really. I mean, unless you really could get a key guy out there that makes sense and is definitely worth getting, do that. But otherwise, leave that team alone. Let them go ahead and bloom a little bit. I mean, depending on contracts. I know the contracts. That's all, but if you can keep a certain core there, of course, which I'm sure they will. Man, I wouldn't disrupt it too much, man. I got to see the team. I haven't really seen them. So once I see the team, I'll let you know, like, what I think they need. It's not what they need, or it may be a whole different world for them, but I'm just saying what I think, okay, they need a swingman. They need this.
Well, I'll tell you somebody right now that comes to the top of my head, and he's going to be out there. Go get Klay Thompson.
Wow. Yeah, that'll be almost that for Klay. That'd be awesome, especially if they get high up and beat Golden State. That would be awesome. That would be fucking awesome. That would be awesome. Hell yeah.
That's like, he's definitely a guy. I mean, I don't know if that'll happen. I'm sure there's. I'm sure a New York Knicks would be trying to get him.
Man, it's going, man. Oh my God.
The money that's okay. We'll get off that. Because that's like.
Yeah, please. That's dude.
We'll get into. We're going to be getting into that coming up. Yeah.
3 hours.
Yeah, we'll get into that coming up. Well, we're going to be obviously, as you've been hearing. We're doing like progression, so you're hearing through the week what our thoughts are at the time. Yeah. So we're taking you through that. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm trying to keep it a little more concise for you guys too.
It's just fun, man. It's just fun.
Yeah, we're just having fun here. I mean, I'm sure for some people, they're probably like, oh man, I just want to hear Nate. He talks about this, he talks about that. I don't want to hear about the fucking NBA. All right, well, sorry, you're gonna have to wait.
Yeah, Nate do his own thing, motherfucker, but we doing some other shit right now. So chill out.
But no, we gotta talk some shit like that because that's the kind of extra we need. So we don't want things to be boring and shit. So yeah, looking forward here, man. The whole picture isn't there, but we're getting close to the next round.
Okay, so now San Antonio and Denver, that's 3-2, right?
For Denver. That's 3-2. Yep.
Portland is over.
The Bucks have won. Yeah, the Bucks have won.
That's 3-1, right?
Huh?
That's 3-1. Utah and Houston, right?
I believe. Yeah, tonight they're playing, so it'll be. Yeah.
Okay.
So they could win tonight. The Rockets can win tonight.
And Golden State is 3-1.
Yeah. Hold on.
Those are the only teams that's left.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it tonight. Yeah, Rockets. Yeah, you're right. That's it.
So tonight is either close out
or drag. Yeah.
Game.
Or give that. Yeah. Basically, right now there's only the next scheduled game. Nuggets Spurs tomorrow. Let's see, Friday.
That's to be announced.
Yeah. Everything else. No. Tomorrow is the only scheduled. Everything else is to be announced.
Yeah. That's it.
Yep. So that they either tonight the Rockets and Warriors take care of business, or you're giving the opponents that much more resting time. So we'll see what happens.
We'll see, man. I think tonight's gonna be a lot of closeouts, man, because it's like either right now is either step up or sit down.
Yeah.
That's it. I know that's everybody saying that same bullshit, so I ain't saying nothing different. But right now, it's step up or
it don't matter. This is the KANU Chronicles. We're giving it. You're getting it from the ground up, from the fucking backyard alley.
Yeah, no.
We're not in the backyard alley,
we ain't got a whole bunch of stats.
We're just talking as regular dudes. We're not gamblers. I'm not putting money in all that stuff, so you're not going to get necessarily that breakdown.
You know what it's like? So, it's like two guys in the backyard trading baseball cards. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
But we got basketball cards right now. That's all.
Yeah, you're listening in. Yeah, you're listening in on that, on like a Pawn Stars. Like you came into the KANU Chronicles shop, and in the KANU Chronicles shop, we're talking and trading fucking NBA and baseball cards.
Yeah, like a bar and shit. You come in.
Yeah, there's a bar. There's people trading cards. There's a fucking little barber shop. You don't know what to make of the place. Matter of fact, then all of a sudden somebody gets up on a little stage and starts doing stand-up, and you're like, what the fuck's going on here, man?
What the fuck is this shit? That's it, dude. KANU Chronicles,
and then you start smelling some fucking food that's just out of this world from another room, and you're like, who the fuck is cooking up in here, man?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, now that would be a fun place to have.
That'd be
that needs to be our fucking work every day.
That's
right
the
there.
Lounge, baby. That's the lounge. You just explain how the lounge should actually be. Just be like a little.
Woo! Well, that needs to be on the calendar. We need to do a lounge. We need to do the fucking lounge.
Something like that where you have all those elements, and Renee can throw that together probably real fucking easy.
Matter of fact, yes, she can, but I could do it too.
Yeah, something you can do it too. So I'm sorry, but I'm saying you can do that shit too.
I'm just saying in terms of us really just we go ahead and do it, take care of it.
Yes.
But
that sounds awesome.
Yeah, we got a plan. Well, we'll share it with people.
We'll talk about that later.
We'll talk off the podcast more, but I just want to share that with you guys, give you guys, something to maybe look forward to if you're in the LA area or you could get out here. That's something that would be nice. Man. What's that?
That'd be a nice upcoming event. That'd be nice.
Oh man, yeah. I want to have stuff like that. I even start with other things like could do a simple meet and greet hangout. We could do a fucking. There's a number of different kind of events we could start doing.
Oh
man.
Or
just whatever, man. Just a little bit.
Yes.
But on top of that, there's podcast events I need to look into, man. There's like podcast conventions and all that. We really need to get involved in one of those.
Oh man, that would be nice to get into that podcast community, man.
No, I have to crack into it because it's ridiculous, dude.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's insane.
It's fucking. It's like it's such an open market because everybody. You gotta think about it, man. Even from young, old,
right.
Whatever, somebody's gonna find something they want to listen to. And the funny thing is, in searching around, they may hit your shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing. It's like fishing, you know.
Right.
But it's like fishing with a stream full of fish that you gotta buy, you know, or sometimes you don't have to buy. You just listen to it and chill on it. If you like it, you can invest something into it or whatever. But it's always you throwing the fish back type of thing. You know, it's so weird. It's so weird.
Well, you know, it's. Hey, man, it's like, you know, you just be surprised. Is like the thing is we have definitely have had a presence, been, you know, a track record, time. Even if you have 3 years, it's really that's pretty valuable. That's nice. People are like, oh, okay. You know, you're going to get like, you know, that extra respect. Okay, that guy's been really going after it, or whoever.
For how long? Wow, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, and they'll go, oh, okay, nice. But yeah, there's some great shit happening. There's a brand new company. Not going to give a plug on them, but they're doing a paywall, and they have like 40 podcasts they sign with, like guys like Michael Rappaport and a couple other people. They straight up said, we're going to just make our own app, and then there's no advertising or anything, so it takes out any of that for the podcast. It's just they could just talk, and it's just the content and more exclusive content, even better, you know, because they're giving it a pay system with that. So, but you just, as the customer, you pay once just for that app, and I think it's $5 a month or whatever, depending on what you're getting. But you're getting like 40 podcasts, you know. So, you know, it's that there's so many things coming up in this world of podcasting. It's crazy, man.
Yes.
Or it's established even. I don't even want to say coming up. This shit's established now. You know, so, but either way, you know, yeah, I got to start meeting and greeting, linking up, I've met some guys out there. I mean, I've met this guy, Red Band. He was like Joe Rogan's right-hand guy and putting together that. He's got other stuff he's been doing. I met him at the comedy store actually is great for like who you'd run into, man. It's pretty fucking crazy. Even if you're not going to make something happen, it's just dope because you're just right there.
Yeah.
There's not quite a place like that, man. You can go to that patio and you're just like looking over like, hey, this guy was on stage, or hey, that's so-and-so, or a fucking UFC fighter walks by and you're like, wait, I don't know him, but that's a dude, that's some fucking, you know, killer right there, man. Yeah. So, anyways.
You'd be shocked, man. You'd be shocked. It's just like it's just a part of the city that becomes, you know, like I remember back in the day, what was it? It was like Westwood and all that bullshit. You start to see a lot of them. You know?
Right. Yeah, there was another one. There was two. There was two.
The city it is now.
Yeah, there was two comedy stores. The Westwood one. It was. That's what they said. Did you go to that one, or did you ever go to?
No, I never went to one over there.
Okay, did you go to
I barely went to the one in the valley. I mean, that
Sunset?
one in the valley that changed.
Oh, which one? The Ha-Ha?
Was it the Ha-Ha? I think it was the Ha-Ha,
Yeah, they moved. Well, they're down the street now.
Yeah, but I know, they were, they had that whole little part right there. I went in there, I think, once or twice. I'm not sure. Yeah. I am not sure, dude.
I've been there. I went to the Ha-Ha. Well, that was like the first club, as far as a comedy club, that was the first one I went to.
Yeah.
And I went I know I went with Lynn. I feel like I went with him first. And I don't know if I went myself, though, but.
I think I went with Dolores one time, and then I think Lynn was on stage one time.
Yeah, I think we were there together, man, on that one.
Yeah, on that one. And then it was like, what was another one? I'm trying to think it was another
one. Oh, man, that was. Go ahead, I'm sorry, go ahead.
There was the one that Cat Williams was doing over there on, I forgot the name. I think it's North.
I know which one you're talking about. It's like on Van Owen or something, like North Hollywood, but.
Like a restaurant and shit, and it was like at a certain time the fucking music would come on. Like, what the fuck?
You know what? I'm wrong. That place I think was the first place I went, but I don't know if I went inside at the time. I remember
going inside. It was like Cat Williams came on stage, and right in the middle of his fucking set, the music came on. That shit was fucking ridiculous.
Oh wow!
Wow, that's crazy.
I swear I've heard there's. Yeah, a lot of comedians went. I swear that place has been talked about in podcasts. I just don't know I can't remember the name. It was like a Spanish or
Cuba Libre or some shit like that.
Yeah. I think you're right.
Something like that, and then it was like I said, the restaurant was in the back, and I think I ate at the restaurant.
I did. I know I did because that was the first time I had pupusas. Was there?
I'm trying to remember.
Next door to it, I remember there was a place next door. I feel like that was pupusas. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking like I think I ate this motherfucker before, man. I was like I don't know, man.
Was it kind of close to Van Nuys, like Van Nuys Boulevard?
Yeah, it was right. It was like actually like Van Nuys was the next big street, and it was like right there was a Dryers.
Yeah, that's it.
That's why I saw Marsha Warfield walking around barefoot. Not she wasn't homeless. She got out of her car barefoot, went and got some stuff. No, I think she had some shoes on. She had shoes on, but her feet looked terrible. Anyway, like she was walking around barefoot. Anyway, I saw her, Marsha Warfield, the comedian. And saying it was a Dryers right there. So,
wow.
That was crazy. Crazy fucking times, man. Crazy fucking times.
It's crazy to think back on that, but did you ever go to the Comedy Store years back or anything?
No, I never went to I went to the Ice House.
Okay, Ice House, nice.
I saw I saw Richard Pryor. I think I saw him. I saw him at the
when did you see him?
This one I'm trying to think what show it was. It was it Niggas Crazy? Or was it?
Oh wow!
I think it was.
So you're talking right in his midst of his like stardom.
He was already super big by the time we saw him, man.
Okay.
It was the one when I think he was wearing the white suit. I gotta remember what actual show it was. Because I think it was before the burn. I don't think it was after the burn.
Okay, like right in that pocket.
Right in that little pocket, man. We saw him.
Wow. At the Ice House?
Patty LaBelle opened for him, and then Richard Pryor, what's his name? He came out.
Wow. So it was awesome. At the Ice House?
What else? And then it was like, I'm trying to think, because I was just going to see, like, it was like, I saw a few concerts, you know. Most of the time as a comedian, you would see him on TV. And then you would always like, I wouldn't mind going to see that show. And by the time you think about it again, it's already passed.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like I said, the Richard Pryor thing was like, they got the tickets in advance. And you got to think about black folks never did that shit. You know, it's like, we would go to Ticketron the day before and go, hey man, you got tickets for that fucking big ass fucking show that they gonna have and everybody don't go to? Fuck no, man, we told you a week ago we was running out of tickets, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, we don't look at that bullshit. But now it's like ridiculous. You definitely won't be, I mean, unless you just slipping or whatever, but other than that, you ain't missing out on shit. But before, like I said, they had actually bought the tickets early to go see Richard Pryor. And then I saw, like, Phyllis Hyman, and I saw, who else did I see? I saw Luther Vandross. I saw him in concert.
Wow. Fuck yeah, man.
And then I saw Parliament, Funkadelic, Bootsy, Confunction. Who else was at that concert? That was the Funk Fest. I saw that shit. And then I worked the one at the Forum. That was my first fucking job with CSC. That big one they had with Too Short and all that. Everybody coming up. The one that was at the Forum. That was my first fucking job, dude. Yeah. And that's what I was like.
He was just there.
Huh?
They just had a concert there this past weekend. Too Short, Ice Cube, all the West Coast main cats.
I saw that shit. It was like
actually he did two that day because Lynn was like, I saw Too Short. He was at the show he was at. I was like, what time did? Oh, I was like, that shit's been starting the day. And he's like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, shit, okay. He was up there early, and then he just came back and did the Forum at night or whatever.
Yeah.
It was just tripped out. I was like, damn. Yeah, that's cool, man.
Yeah, that was wild, man. But then, like I said, I saw that one was the show at. As soon as they announced that motherfucker, I'm trying to think who was it. Was it Too Short or was it one of them little niggas, man? I'm trying to think who was it. Was it Too Short or
DJ Quick, Warren G.
Whoever it was, as soon as they announced that nigga,
or was it like a newer guy at the time?
All you smelled was weed, nigga. As soon as they announced his name, there was a big cloud of smoke. I was like, oh my God. I said, these motherfuckers. And then I'm looking around, and I'm going like, ain't nobody saying shit. I said, oh my God, this is awesome. I couldn't believe it, dude. I said, I'm waiting for somebody to pass me the fucking blunt. I was like, oh my God.
Man, I'm telling you, man, it's these shows and stuff. Some of that shit's crazy. I remember being at the Bob Marley Festival back in like 2000 down in Long Beach, man. Woo, fuck.
Man.
Just Irie. You know, just sparking up.
It's always been a little progressive with that weed shit. They always been like, we don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't Long Beach never had no real big problem. Yeah. You know.
Oh, well, you know what? For me, coming from Pittsburgh at the time to here, I already felt like it was legal.
Where it ain't progressive. I know you was like, oh my God, this shit's all over the fucking place.
Well, even just the attitude from people, everything different.
Totally different.
Yeah, much different. Out there, it was, amongst my friends, and it was like fine or, you know, whatever. But it still was just very like, no, you know, in terms of... Still old.
Old city, and it's still an old city now.
Yeah, now it's completely changed. Now they're cool. No, I mean...
Yeah, they're probably totally different now.
Yeah, it's totally cool. You still don't want to be out right there really puffing away too much like that, but
no, that ain't gonna happen. That's definitely not going to happen.
Yeah, you want to... And then also, well, in the city... Hello? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay. In the city, you're pretty much more cool. Any city limits, you're cool, you know. But you start getting into those little boroughs and shit.
Yeah, it's just regional. It's just like here.
Yeah, it's like here too. Yeah, exactly. But
Kern County is like no, but all the surrounding cities are like yes. So
right.
You're on the border, you're good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just knowing where you're at, kind of knowing and not being just like, oh, I could just do this everywhere and be. You know, it's like, you might not want to do that.
Even cities where it's cool, you don't want to be riding.
Yeah, you still want to be, because shit happens.
It's just like alcohol. The weed should be treated like, I don't know why motherfuckers keep trying to give it something different. It's just like alcohol. Whether you smoke with a bunch of
it has to be treated to that degree because you got a lot of people that are pretty much fine, and then you just have people just going to be idiot, you know, they're just getting too fucked up, you know. And they're out there being reckless and shit. You can't do that shit, man.
Well, you can't smoke that fucking much now.
That's what I'm saying.
First of all, that's the good thing about it is you can't smoke that much until I'm doing some shit because you're gonna be too fucking lazy.
Well, yeah, that probably actually, if you get to that part right there, that probably is preventing a lot of people from getting on the road.
If you still have to, say I gotta go pick my mom up, I gotta pick my wife up, whatever. You can always drink a little milk or whatever, and you'll be fine, man. You know, you'll be fine. Eat something.
Yeah, as long as you go. Yeah, unless you're like you had a fucking edible and you're really, you know.
Yeah, if you just blow it, and that's anything, concentrates, whatever.
Yeah.
Or you not just driving around.
If you had it's a certain level, but if you just had dabs and all that, you ain't doing shit, man.
Nah, man, you ain't gonna want to do shit. Yeah. People sit around and do that shit all day. They don't want to eat a bunch of shit. And now they got Uber and Lyft and all that.
Yeah, that's what shit. So you know, mom or whoever you can't pick them up. Well, I guess you're paying for them, so you go get their asses wherever.
There's no reason.
Yep.
There's no reason now for you to fuck up at all.
No.
So all that and that actually went there. I haven't even been seeing too much of that no more. Mm-hmm. Driving, drinking and shit. Cause motherfuckers like, shit, I'm too fucked up. I'm calling an Uber.
Oh yeah,
You know?
oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, or it's even, then it's like a thing of even like, man, first off, I can't even really be spending all that much at the bar. I'm just gonna chill at home. This shit's, it's too expensive and shit. So
even that, dude, it's just like, yeah, I can stay at home, have the same, make your home life. If you said that you make the home very nice and cool.
Yeah. I'm already paying so much for this and that at home. I better enjoy this shit. It's insane. So, anyways, I'm gonna stop that for now. We'll be back on in a second, though.
Yeah. We'll come back after this. Maybe a couple of days we give it and get to like Friday or what.
You won't even know the difference. It's gonna be a pod, dude. They're gonna hear some music and then right back. Yeah, we're getting it going, man. Fucking, let's jam on it. So just step back into this whole thing. So we have to talk about the excitement of the Clippers because that's tonight playing the Warriors.
I don't get it, man. I understand that, and I'm really pissed off about it because I understand the draft is very important, but these guys are not even doing shit in the NFL right now. You know what I'm saying? And they're making a lot of noise about it. And I'm like, wait, the Clippers won.
I know, man.
We ain't seeing shit about that.
It sadly goes with, if you haven't really done something as a team or you're not have star guys, they're not given as much press to it as they would with another team that would have that,
Yeah, if it was the Lakers, dude, they'd be going fucking nuts right now. They'd still be talking about it.
No doubt. No doubt.
But it's fine. Like I said.
But what a performance the other night by the Clippers going up there.
It wasn't that come from behind bullshit. It was like, dude,
no, we could play you.
You motherfuckers out.
They played them like, no, we could play you guys. We played you in the regular season. We're not. We don't care about your loud fans. No. So, we got a loud ass player that makes up for y'all fans. Beverly makes up for the fucking fans. And this time he was playing basketball. He wasn't fucking with their heads. He was playing basketball. Yeah, they all were. They all were playing. Yeah, I could see the little bit I could see that they were in position. They were getting themselves in position. Things were going their way at times too, but when you play well, you get things work better too. When you're playing well and going at it with the right strategy, well, then you do have a chance to get luckier. It
was awesome because every time they made a mistake, so like with Golden State, when you make a mistake and they run it, Golden State's the only team that I've ever seen a fast break is a fucking three. You know what I'm saying? They run a fast break for a three. Another team actually done. They started to do it now, but another team really. I mean, that was a rare thing for you to do on a breakout. You guys got three men running down the floor, and you set up a fucking three. It's like that's unheard of. But that's how they play. Yeah. That's how they play. The Clippers wasn't playing that shit. They get any kind of opportunity, they were shooting twos. Yeah. They were shooting twos. They wasn't shooting a bunch of. They were shooting threes, but mostly was like, we're coming inside, man.
Yeah, I'm glad.
We can shoot that shit from outside, and then maybe we could, that's how they got their little lead. They kept shooting, but they were playing good defense too. And every time Golden State made a mistake, they would just come down and shoot a two, not a three, a two. Actually doing fast breaks.
Right.
Coming to the hole, not just we're gonna set up a fucking three. And then Golden State will run down the floor with three guys and on one, and two guys are going to the 3-point line, one guy's running through the middle, and a draw to bring everybody to him, and then all of a sudden they kick it out to a three, and then that guy, instead of taking the three, he gonna pass to the other guy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they're all set up for the three, dude, and it's awesome. That's fucking awesome. Especially when you got the whole team that's shooting fucking threes.
Yeah.
You know?
So let's see if they can do that again tonight. I wonder what it's going to look like. You know.
Man, if the Clippers just please. I mean, I'm praying to the basketball guys. So come on, Clippers. Come on. And
Hell yeah.
I have nothing against Golden State. I have something against dynasties. I hate to see the same fucking team do it every fucking year. And there's other teams out there that are just as good, but they quit in the playoffs. You know?
Right.
We're done by 10. Fuck it. You know, like, come on, man. Fight.
Right.
You know, I don't give a fuck if you lose by one. At least make it look. At least
you gotta stop. You know, it seems like they you know, people start thinking about contracts and vacations.
Man, we on vacation already, man. Motherfucker sitting on the bench looking all dejected. Man, you ain't down by 10 points, and it's only the second fucking quarter. Come on, man.
Well, the NBA.
Golden State don't play that shit, huh?
The NBA all year kind of has those games, and you know, there's not a incentive system like in Australian basketball where points count towards your record. You know.
Yeah. No, that doesn't matter.
It makes an incentive to play hard all the way. You know.
Yes.
Even if you get beat, sometimes you're going to play hard, but you still look like shit. But at least you're trying, you know.
Man, at least the game is like 98,
that's the whole thing with sports. You want to feel at the end of a good game that, wow, everybody really went for it. You know, even if somebody didn't play well, you know, they were playing the best they could.
It's just like watching a good boxing match, dude.
Yeah.
When the guys say that, when they all say that bullshit, I left it in the ring. No, but you left that shit at home, dude. You phone that shit in. When you see a fight like where a guy's like, oh well, I was just trying to get some work in. But you couldn't knock him out because he was too tough for you. And you burned yourself out in the first round, and now you're tired, you know. So you can sit around and ran from the guy and made sure you didn't get hurt.
Right.
Get hit, shit like that. So it's like, fuck that, man. You want to see the guy fight the whole time. You know, you train for 6 fucking months. And that's any athlete. Remember, you train all the time, and you telling me you don't do that? Bullshit. That's all that.
So,
bullshit.
Yeah, no, man, totally. So the Spurs, tied up the series. Yep, they tied up the series. So, yeah, I'm kind of not shocked. I just had that feeling with the Spurs. They're just a pain in the ass when you have Popovich, man. And
I told you, man, it was hard. Even early on,
I was like, I don't think this is going to be, you know, plus Denver, as much as they've done really well, this is new. You know, they haven't been in the playoffs really, so.
Yeah, not this team. Especially not this fucking team.
No, not this team at all. Yeah, this isn't the what was it, Birdman era? Remember Birdman?
Yeah, that's the guy with all the tattoos. I forgot his real name. Chris something, right?
Yeah. That was fun. They had some good. Those were some tough motherfucking teams, man.
Yeah, but that's when they had. That was Carmelo, right?
Yeah, Carmelo. I believe Carmelo and J.R. Smith, I think, was it? And
yeah, J.R. Smith.
There was quite a few. There was quite a few like good, you know, solid players there at the time. They had some good. I mean, they made some. What's his name? Fuck. Another big guy. What's his shit, man? I think he was a center. Damn it. Come on. Help me out, man.
I'm trying to remember. Denver around the...
Camby.
Canby, yeah. Canby was a... Did he ever win the fucking ring?
Camby didn't win. No, he didn't win a ring. He didn't win a ring. He should.
I don't think he got a ring.
It's too bad. He could have, like, if he could have been with the Celtics, maybe, or, you know.
The Celtics,
Pistons,
or
Pistons,
the Lakers, or Cavaliers, anybody in that.
Yeah, Lakers. That would have been dope.
Canby, yeah.
If he imagine Canby with Gasol, shit.
Man, that'd have been a monster team.
Right then, woo! And then what's his name? Artest came. Oh shit.
Oh yeah, that would have been too much.
Well, Artest went peaceful, so that was no, you know. But still, Artest was good, man. At that point, he still played. Man, he played even better, actually. I'd say for that little moment with the Lakers, he did pretty damn good, man. He settled down, you know. He got settled, and he figured out the court better, you know.
Well, he was always that monster on the
field. He always was. His intensity was higher, though.
He was a tenacious defender.
Right.
That was like when LeBron came out. LeBron was a big-time passer.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, he went into being the greatest player ever. So then it turned totally different then. Now he's worried about points. You know, Artest came in at the big time. I'm gonna shut whoever's on your team. I'm gonna shut him down. That was his whole thing. You know.
Right.
And he can shoot threes. And he can come inside and dunk on your ass. So it was like he had a complete package. And a point. And one when he was in Indiana before the big fight.
Oh yeah.
Before that big fight and all that hoopla and shit. Before he got labeled a madman.
Right.
He was actually one of the better players.
Yeah. No, he was.
And then after that fight, and then showing that he was kind of crazy, it was like, you know what, dude, you're crazy.
Right. Well, he says, and he's like, you know, he had to go take care of that shit, you know.
Yeah. He was.
It was just a lot going on, you know, a lot of things.
A lot going on at that time. A lot going on.
Yeah.
So you don't blame him.
No, it's something where you're like, you know, this is something he's been dealing with for some time, but it just surfaced. He just didn't get to correct it earlier, you know.
Yeah, because it was like, he was like, man, Ron Artest is a bad motherfucker, but he's crazy. He's crazy. He kicked somebody in the fucking head. I was like, what is he doing? Yeah,
he was coming off, you know, he was just coming where it was like unpredictable. You were like,
Yeah, this motherfucker, is he unhinged? If somebody knows somebody's like playing with it, if somebody on his fucking team was like, I don't know, there's something wrong with Ron, man. What do you mean? This nigga was talking to his nuts in the fucking locker room. I'll be sitting there just talking to his nuts and shit.
Ron Artest Ron Artest is the Joker. There you go.
Yes, very unpredictable. Very unpredictable.
He should do that for a Halloween. That would be great.
Man, no, don't.
No, he's like a chill dude.
He's calm
down. He's calm. Yeah, I'm happy for him, man. It's good to hear him.
He's actually meta world.
Yeah, it's good to hear him. I've heard him on some podcasts, and he's in a good space and shit. He's playing with the big three basketball. He's doing that, and I think he's coaching outside of that. Yeah, he's doing his shit. Anyways, getting back to current, but yeah. So we're looking forward. I think I'm looking forward here Saturday. It's already put in place. The 76ers at the Raptors, up in the Scotia Bank Arena. Okay, and what do you think? I think the Raptors get the first game.
Okay, yeah, because now we're doing a game by game instead of series.
Yeah, we already gave what we think ahead of time. Let's just get into the meat, like, you know.
I think Philly's gonna take the first game. You say Toronto, I say Philly. I think Philly's gonna.
Okay.
I think if they're gonna keep this momentum going, man, they got Ben Simmons pretty much the way they want him to be, you know.
Okay.
So I think they're gonna. I think Embiid is gonna shoot me healed up, unless now Embiid. Which my prediction is that Embiid is going to get hurt during this series. I think he's going to get hurt. And he's
shit! Kim putting out some bad. No, I'm not
even trying. He's got some fragile fucking, you know, injuries that he's been dealing with the whole season.
Yeah.
You know, so
well, let's see.
I think that.
Go ahead.
I think that might happen. I think he might, you know, get where he's down for a couple of games. And I'm just saying this is gonna be a time for Ben to shine. That's all I'm saying. I think Ben Simmons is gonna have one of these 50-point games or some shit. Watch. And he's gonna be on threes because he don't shoot outside. All this shit's gonna be inside, rebounds, free throws. Watch. It's gonna be crazy. But anyway, I'm predicting a Philadelphia win.
All right. So that's 4:30. West Coast time Saturday, and then on following that game, we got the Spurs at the Nuggets, finishing off the Game 7 at the Pepsi Center in Denver. This is 7:00 game, so it's going to be a nice late. You know, for all you NBA fans, if you're back east or up in Toronto, wanting to watch this, you're going to be, you know, already in your drunkest point, having a blast.
Really. Yeah.
And it's going to be a Game 7, so Saturday night, you know, and you got something to do. Shit. There you go.
But like I said, in that prediction, I got to go San Antonio. They've just been too scrappy.
Yeah.
Denver should have put them away. If they didn't put them away, let them hang around too long, I think it's over.
Yeah, I have to give the edge to Spurs just because we said it from the beginning. It is Popovich, but it's also the players at this point now. LA.
I said that way back in the beginning. I said, dude, it's hard. I was betting on Denver, but I was like, it's hard to go against a Popovich coach team.
Yeah,
to do that.
And it's just that this team hasn't, they haven't been one of the, big touted type team, but they've been consistent enough. They have enough good players. They're and the thing is with those Spurs teams, they're always unassuming the way they play, anyways.
That's Popovich, dude.
Yeah,
Popovich know how to get the. I don't know what it is.
He's the last. He's the last of that wizardry on the court with. He made Patty Mills into a fucking basketball player, dude. I don't know how he did that shit, but Right.
If Patty Mills would have went somewhere else, who knows what he'd be doing? He wouldn't be in the fucking playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? I'm just saying He might be. Who knows? Anyway, it's just hard to go against a Popovich coach team. I thought Denver was going to wash these motherfuckers out because Denver at one point
they were explosive.
They had the best record in the West for a minute. They was actually like, oh shit, it's going to be Denver and Milwaukee. That's what you were looking at. Oh shit, Denver. And that was at the beginning though. That was at the beginning. Then Denver kind of cooled off, so that they showed they were vulnerable. They started losing a bunch of fucking games. So
Right.
Now look at it. They're in the playoffs. Now Denver won the last game, right? Or did San Antonio win?
San Antonio
won the last game. Okay, so they gonna have. That's what I'm saying. That's what
I think San Antonio's had it. This is like this will be their third in a row, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I think they've been on that kind of. Let me go back here, but just to.
Yeah, they got the momentum. See.
Tuesday.
It's hard to beat a Popovich team, dude. It's hard to go against it.
Last game. Okay, so Tuesday Nuggets won 108-90. Series was 3-2. So it's then Spurs won, and now it's been split. It's been boom, boom. So. Yeah.
So now so it should be Denver that wins then. See.
If you're gonna go with that logic, yeah.
If you go with that logic, then Denver should win. So we'll say it like that. If we're going by the way that's been playing out, it should go by Denver should win the series.
Right.
But if you're just saying like, I don't know, man, if you're going by Mr. Momentum and I don't know, man, it's hard to go against the Popovich team, all this bullshit, then you're going to go Spurs. So that's a pick 'em right there. But I still go Spurs.
All right. So we're going to Sunday morning, 10 a.m. game. Celtics at the Bucks up at the Pfizer Forum, whatever the fuck. Pfizer.
Whatever, man. Fuck me, man. Fuck this.
The Milwaukee Forum. I'll call it the Milwaukee. I like that. That sounds cooler.
Yeah, the Milwaukee Forum.
Yeah, let's go, Bucks. Bucks and Celtics. I think that's a smash fest by the Bucks.
Really? I think the Celtics are gonna take that one, man, by like 96 to 101.
So you think
like
it's a drag out fight?
I think it'll be a drag out battle, man.
Okay.
I don't think they're gonna let the
You're going under the total. They got
but you know what? They've been having some high scoring fucking games, dude. That might be 160 to 165, dude. I don't know.
I feel like the Bucks are gonna solidly get 120, and the Celtics, I don't know, but I think the Bucks are
the
gonna.
Celtics, they can underachieve sometime. You might be right. The Bucks might get, because they're a scoring machine, so they might get 120, and the fucking Celtics might get 80 fucking points.
Mm-hmm.
They underachievers. Now the next game they'll come out and beat them down, but the first game, I still think the Celtics are gonna win. I still think it's gonna be like.
I could see it can be that. I'm just gonna give it to the Bucks on this one. I think they're gonna be up for tossing them around, letting them know who they're where they're really at. Try to check them a bit. I don't know.
I think they have a stronger,
be interesting
offensive.
I don't know how they've matched up. They've played each other obviously in the regular season, but
I don't know either. That's East Coast. We really get to see the East Coast teams and shit play each other.
Yeah, you'd have to really
NBA TV. Yeah, unless you got NBA TV.
Yeah, if you were watching it like that, which we didn't really do that this year.
No, I did a little bit. I peeked in because there was talent.
I did too, but I'm saying we weren't going like like how we're doing it right now.
No, we wasn't going full bore.
Yeah. All right, so we're going with that and then to finish off the weekend, the Clippers Warriors if that's necessary, but that's getting way ahead. So never mind.
I don't even want to. Like I said, that one.
No, there's no comment. There's no comment yet. We'll follow. We'll be.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically, man, we're good. We're good at this point on all that, and we'll be the next bit of this podcast will be actually together. So
yeah, we'll do it Saturday morning.
Okay.
Saturday.
Well, you're going to be down at TJ's, right?
No, I'm coming down Saturday morning, dude. It was like.
Oh, you're going to come over here?
Yeah, I'm coming straight to Pam's house.
Oh, you're going to Pam? Okay, I'm confused. So you're staying at?
No, at first I was going to go and come down Friday.
Oh, you're coming down Saturday morning.
We're coming down Saturday morning because, dude, we racked. I'm so tired.
No, I was going to say it's going to be pretty tough, man.
It's going to be tough, man. It's like, dude, I was like, then it was like, oh no, man, I don't have to work. I'm burned out. You know, it's like even if I say, okay, dude, I'm not going to work hard today, something's going to come up. Somebody had a fucking event. I got to clean up a bunch of bullshit. And it's like, fuck, you know. So it's like, you know what? Just anticipate that shit and leave out. We're just going to leave out early Saturday morning, probably about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, some shit like that.
Oh, come on, man. 6 a.m., man. Get that shit out.
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
Do some push-ups and sit-ups like motherfucking.
Yeah, I'm going to be like, drink me some Birkin shit and do some motherfucking sit-ups and shit. Hell yeah.
Yeah, right.
I'm going to go professional on your ass, nigga. Fuck that
put on the little beanie cap and the circle glasses.
Yep, there you go. There you go. And have my coat, my flooding pants, nigga. There you go. There you go. Hell yeah. That's how I'm going to dress with a hell yeah. And be like, and don't speak no English.
Oh, just barely talk. Just barely talk.
They got to carry a plant around.
Yeah, fucking plants.
That's my best friend. Leave him alone.
Oh. Closing you're like going to people's houses, looking through their peepholes, closing windows, and
and walking around, looking through the closet and shit, making sure
doing security detail.
They'll be like, what are you doing?
Hey man, can you just like chill the fuck out? You're making me nervous.
Everybody nervous, man.
Why are you got a gun and you're looking around through people?
Yeah, what is the problem, man? Are you okay? Everything okay? I'm good. No women, no kids. What the fuck?
Can you moment right there.
There you go.
So yeah, we'll definitely be finished. Yeah, we'll be getting into
Saturday
it
morning,
tomorrow. So tomorrow morning. Okay, so you're saying about probably be here settled like 10 a.m. or so, 11.
Somewhere around there. Yeah, okay. We're gonna try to get there. We gotta. Like I said, I don't want to rush out. No. Fuck that.
No, get there early. Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll get here early. Like I said, we might leave out a little earlier.
All right.
Because we're gonna do something else. But like, you know what? We might leave about 7:30, 8 o'clock. Get there like 10. You know.
Mm-hmm.
That way you can get settled. You know, find out what's going on. You know, hey, what's happening?
Right.
I gotta pick somebody up. Shit like that. You know. So yeah.
All right. Cool. Well, I'll stop this part. I'll stop the podcast part.
Yeah.
Be back.
And then we'll.
Yeah, we're here live.
Oh
man!
Oh shit!
We got to recap real quick. We're on Saturday,
the
27th.
The fucking Golden State
took out the Clippers last night here at the Staples Center.
Yeah.
Can we not talk about that?
Yeah.
We're doing this right now. We're doing this right now.
No,
yeah.
No,
we're doing this now.
So that went down. So. What was it? It was a pretty good beatdown, about almost 20 points.
Something like that, yeah.
Almost 20 points.
129 to 110 or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I was disgusted when I saw that shot. I was disgusted, dude.
I know. Even earlier, I was looking at it, getting away from him, and I was like, oh, man.
Like, when you told me about like the 11 points, something 10 points.
Yeah, they were giving themselves a chance, and then they just started messing up. They went into full Clipper mode.
Man.
They didn't even have to that much. It's just a little bit. And Golden State was like, whatever. We're going. We're not even looking at you guys. They didn't care.
That was the wrong position to put Golden State in. That was the wrong play. The team with in the tournament.
They just thrived. Golden State.
Bullshit. They played hard. They played hard. Let me
Man,
cigarette.
Let's go.
That was yeah. They got beat up.
So here we are in the midst. You got Raptors. They're up, right?
It was up 16 points when I saw it. It was like 3 something.
I'm gonna pull it up right now.
Yeah, it was 3 something in the third quarter, or it might have been whatever. It was third quarter, and it was 16 points. 86 to 17.
Okay.
But that was a while ago.
Right.
Mom's is gonna become my mom.
Welcome.
My mom's has seen me away.
Tracy's on the podcast.
We're
That's
doing a podcast
Kim's
right now,
girlfriend. No, it's okay.
My bad.
No, it's okay.
No, don't say shit. Make me with that bullshit.
Got my man Lynn, who was on the podcast a while ago, who I'm going to get on again soon.
Awesome.
Say what's up.
Hello. Pleasure to be known, seen, participate.
No scene.
Well, they could pretend.
Yeah, there you go.
They could do it. I believe in them.
Right on.
Okay.
96-83.
Hey, who's up?
Raptors.
The Raptors.
13 points, 10 minutes left.
They beating up on Philadelphia.
Almost 11. Yeah.
Beating up on Philadelphia.
It's happening, man.
I never looked in on Toronto though. I really haven't seen much of it, even when they got Kawhi and shit. I haven't
watched much, but
much.
I had a good feeling because they got a little more rest, and Biebs beat up with his knee. I think Philly had more. They had a bit of. They got.
He got a bad knee and a bad ankle, I think, man. He's both sides beat up, I think, right now with him.
Yeah.
They need Whistler to step up. Simmons.
He's going to have to fill in.
Yeah, if he don't step up, that's it.
Yeah. We'll see. So that's where we're at right now. We're in the midst
He's not a shooter, man. They want him to shoot the ball. That's not his job. Okay, so then next we got San Antonio and
tomorrow?
Tonight.
Oh, that's right. There is another one.
San
Nuggets. This is the Game 7, right?
Yeah, Game 7.
Yeah.
So, like I said, we had already...
the Nuggets.
We already applied that.
The Nuggets.
It was supposed to be like, how was it? It was going back and forth, right?
Yeah.
So now it'd be the Spurs tour, as we were saying, right? It's the Spurs tour.
Supposedly.
But I'm thinking Denver's going to win. What did I say? You said Spurs, I said Denver.
Right.
That's right.
Right, in the beginning, that's what I said. Yeah.
That's what we got. I'm trying to remember what I said.
I think the last, I was just saying, I think I was kind of going Nuggets for this.
I did what?
But
Denver's going to win? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Denver?
Yeah.
You're thinking Denver? All right. Yeah.
I think so.
They should. They've been playing number 2 all season, really solid.
That's what I'm saying,
so you gotta.
They had a little.
You're at home.
Yeah.
You can't ask for much better.
We'll see. San Antonio pushed them to 7 games though. Shit.
I know. Well, that's what they do, man. So San Antonio is just they're unassuming. They're unassuming.
Popovich, I'm telling you, man.
They're unassuming. They'll have the unassuming, not that exciting of a win type thing. That's what they'll do,
Yeah.
Or they're not like they're not a splash. Yeah, it's not a splash game with San Antonio. Yeah.
They'll grind it out on you.
Grind it out, take it slow, have you at the line, taking threes, taking outside shots.
Popovich don't play that Golden State bullshit.
No, it's not all up tempo. He's very
everybody on the team shooting fucking threes. Fuck that shit.
No.
Say, nah, man. We can be up by 20 points, take it inside. Now my knees hurt, Pop. I don't give a fuck. Take that shit inside.
It's like somehow Popovich got somehow the Popovich gets teams to like change time.
I think
like he has them doing things slow and stuff, kicking time. You know what I mean?
Think he comes over to your house. Like when a few mothers come over to your house and sits there and be like threatening your fucking kids. Like, look, and I tell you what, see little Billy here, he's a really good soccer player. He wouldn't be so good soccer player if I broke his fucking knees, would it? Okay, I didn't think so. I tell you what I want you to do. I want you to. Next game, I'll get you about 20 points out of you, man. All right? All right, see you later, Billy. Cold-blooded. That's how I think he is, man, because he's very, like, you don't see, he does a lot of fucking talking.
No.
He don't do all that fucking yelling and shit.
No.
He get his blood pressure up. Fuck that. No, that's Pop, man. That's why I'm saying that. You saying San Antonio's going to win is a good pick, but I'm thinking Denver's going to pull it.
Yeah. Yeah, they should. They really should.
It's hard to go against Popovich, man.
I know.
I just see him like that. I don't see him that being like, that spin type guy. He come in.
No, he's not. He's not Phil Jackson.
That was Walton.
Nah,
he's not Phil Jackson. Walton.
Yeah. Walden
I don't know what Walden was doing.
They saying he's some kind of sex guy. He likes to slap him on the ass. And
yeah,
shit.
he's doing.
I like doing that.
He's a little.
I just want that.
He's got Joe Biden ways.
I wasn't even in the game, man.
Joe Biden type ways. Except Joe Biden's got the creepy, come up behind you.
He said
Joe Biden.
You know.
I'm not on your team.
Hey man, there's a lot of it going on.
Joe Biden.
Pow! Good game, baby. So like where you serve them biscuits.
Luke.
I don't even work in the cafeteria. Man.
Stupid.
You gotta watch Luke when you go out to
Well,
breakfast
he doesn't seem like that type of guy.
with the
He
waitresses.
doesn't seem like that type of guy.
I know he doesn't. He doesn't.
And that's the thing you gotta watch. Like Marv Albert, same way. You know, he biting motherfuckers up and wearing
Dressing up, yeah.
You don't see that shit. You're like, he's not that kind of guy.
I know.
Stupid.
You know, so
That was like the first. I remember when that was like in the mid '90s or the early '90s.
You thought.
Remember when that shit?
Man, when it happened, dude, I think the fight or some shit was on. They interrupted everything. Say, hey, man, he was
Like somebody died. Like somebody died. Was there a picture?
He was throwing a punch. It was
Was there even a picture?
We interrupt this highly competitive boxing match to let you know Marv Albert was biting this bitch up she snatched off his hairpiece. This nigga was wearing women's clothes. I was like, what the fuck?
You are stupid.
It was crazy. Yeah, that's the original Twitter right there. That's how that came.
And I'm telling you, if this shit would have happened back then, this shit would have been fucking insane.
Oh yeah.
Insane.
Oh yeah.
Half the shit that happened back in the day, that little bullshit, Michael Jackson little bullshit, the monkey and all, but that shit would happen now.
Yeah.
And they got pissed at me.
But they got new shit now. They don't need to do that old shit. They got
there's all current stuff going on. There's plenty of there's always scandals going on.
Back in the day, we had I'm gonna equate this shit to fucking porno. Back in the day, we had to go all the way to fucking Hollywood, Westwood, just to go get some decent shit. Now you can go around the fucking corner here and get you a fucking hustler.
Now it's at your fingertips.
Dude.
I'm jealous.
Dude.
And it's free.
And it's free.
And it's
to get fucking movies.
You ain't gotta hide it for mom.
An actual good fucking movie, nigga. That shit was like $49 fucking dollars.
Listen,
yeah.
You ain't gotta hide it from mom.
Oh man, I remember seeing. This shit was
like a treasure box. You felt like a pirate and shit.
I've seen VHSs even going for $90, my man. Yo.
You come home, make sure nobody touch you about here to put shit in certain ways. I got the movie sitting like this. I got the books right here. The booty books on top. Somebody touched my shit. I know motherfuckers been in my shit. You know.
Hell yeah.
You had to do that shit like this. Then you felt like I Spy was
everything
doing this shit. It ain't like that no more.
No.
Then all you gotta do is just stop.
Close the door.
Stupid. You're stupid. You need help, dude. Seriously.
You gotta go to open mic with that one.
Nothing. Damn thing. I ain't doing a damn thing. What do you want? You want to talk about something?
Can you close the door?
Huh?
Can you close the door? Please close the door.
Yeah.
Please.
Could you knock next time? I know there's a open door policy and shit, but goddamn. I was doing things, I was researching shit on my phone. God damn!
Can you put the lid back on that lotion real quick? Can you
Fuck on that lotion.
The toothpaste is out of the tube.
No, yeah, oh yeah, that's what that is too.
Oh, please.
That's what that is. Yeah.
Please,
oh my God!
I'm just saying,
man.
If it cleans up with bleaching soap, it's too.
Dude, I'm equating all that. Just everything to that. How it's just so accessible now. It's ridiculous.
Well, I think that is cool because I wish.
No, I'm glad. You know what? I'm glad. I'm glad.
Oh my goodness!
God, it wasn't so accessible back then.
Yeah,
I'd be in a closet somewhere.
It would have been ridiculous.
I'd be in a.
It would have been ridiculous.
Even though it's free, still pay.
Yes.
It's free.
It's still $1 billion fucking business.
Yeah.
It's always gonna be.
Wow.
What's the oldest profession on the planet?
Actors are, but they still paying.
Yeah, they're getting paid. Yeah, and they're still the money's ads and stuff and all this. It's amazing.
It's
a
the
whole
oldest
new business.
profession on the planet.
Oh yeah,
biblically correct. It's the oldest. It's always going to be
one of my first strip club experiences.
We're not talking about sex. We're talking about fucking
Strip club experiences One of my first strip club experiences, that whole money exchange and the stripper, when you sit there and really look at it and think, you could feel how that's been some form of that thing, whether it's cash money or coins. This has been going on forever.
Let me get this straight. I get to, wait, I'm going to do this one thing over here.
How you going to say the oldest profession? How you going to sex is the oldest fucking profession, right? That's the oldest thing. Sales, all that bullshit.
How many men have been paid per sex?
Porn is not sex.
Okay, so as a species, a gender in the species.
Okay, look, check this out. Check it out.
Who gets paid per sex?
No, listen.
Men or women?
Sex is two people engaging in a sexual act, right? Sex is not me getting my fucking fist, lubing that motherfucker up to the wrist, and ramming it up your fucking ass and shit. Right. That is not. That's torture. That should be some shit that when you go to prison, a motherfucker tell you that shit before you take your fucking lunch. Hey, motherfucker, check this out, motherfucker. Check this out. Check this out, motherfucker. Check this out.
Okay.
No.
That's how it's gonna go down. No.
But I'm just saying, but you in the fucking, you sitting in the fucking little child line or whatever, and they'll walk up to you and say, hey, check this out, man. Hey, check this out.
No.
I want your motherfucking.
You're going to swallow my dish.
I want your. No, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. Because later on, even though you're saying all that shit like, oh no, nigga, you ain't fucking me in the ass. Yeah, nigga, okay, that's shit. You can say all that.
But, okay,
you can say all that.
Of course, I'm gonna say all that.
When it comes down to it,
I'm not gonna let you take my man from me.
He's not going to. It's not taking man. What is he equating that to? That has nothing to do with it. When a man, loses this shit up to them and rams this shit up your ass, that should be some torture type shit. That should be some shit some motherfucker tell you like, hey, dude, check this out. Check this out.
Dude, we gotta up this guy's medication.
You can go to jail.
We gotta up this guy's medication
for 60 years.
Okay.
Or I can get Bubba over here.
Oh no, no. I was 60. Look, what eye do you want me to stand
60 years hard time.
Man, look, I'm gonna send one of my eyeballs while you talking about bullshit.
Okay.
Look, well, really?
Okay, because I'm serious.
No.
You see a lot of motherfuckers flipping out of that fucking situation.
No, we cool.
You see a lot of motherfuckers flipping out of that situation.
That's not what Eddie Murphy, motherfucking.
Especially you give motherfuckers time to think about it. Time to think about it. If you just say it right there on the spot, maybe you got 30 seconds. Right now, everybody be like, fuck that shit, give me the 60 years. And then think about it. But once you go in there and you do 60 days of that shit, you be like, damn, you know what, man, that ass shit wouldn't have, you know what, that would have just been over with maybe about a week.
Right.
It would have came back together and shit. I was here and look all that big and shit. So maybe I would have survived that, you know. But I'm doing 60 years because I'm trying to be a man. I don't want to lose my fucking man. I got my man to do it though. Yeah, that's right, nigga. But now you in jail. But 60, losing your manhood every 30 days. Okay, now what's the difference?
You and I are gonna be sweethearts.
Yes. Fuck that sweetheart shit. Fuck that shit, Bubba. Come on, let's do it.
Uh oh.
Come on, nigga. Come on.
Man.
Come on, nigga. I had a chili burrito this morning. Come on. You gonna have one. You get the one saying this shit that I had. Come on. I ate some yogurt. I had a kale salad, nigga. Come on. Come on.
Stupid.
Give me time to think about it.
Stupid.
But you say right on the spot, everybody gonna say, fuck no. Fuck that shit. You ain't putting your hand up my ass. Man, my woman standing right, man, you crazy. Think about it. 60 years compared to Bubba putting his hand up your ass. Now you ain't even seen Bubba.
No, it sounds logical. It sounds
might be like a little baby arm. You might take that and be like, you know what? No.
Stupid.
I might even go back on that. Fuck that. Bubba might get caught up.
Stupid.
First thing you gonna say, no, my man, check my motherfucking man, fuck that.
Yo.
Every 60 days. Tap.
Done.
Like those nigga boys, they like you too.
Stupid.
You up them greens, nigga.
Oh man.
Kale salad.
I'm telling you, dude. We gotta do something with you. We gotta do something with you.
Hey guys, back on here. KANU Chronicles. Just gonna do a recap solo on my own. This is Nate, aka Crash. You're listening to. So yeah, I just took you through the week here of NBA action. It's Sunday, so you guys will be hearing this pretty soon. But let's go into it. Get you caught up to, from last night until today. I'll talk about real quick. Unfortunately, I couldn't get Kim on the phone today, or he's probably out of it. It was a long day and night yesterday, especially for him. He had to travel from Bakersfield, which is a good 100 plus miles or something one way. Anyways, never mind that. But don't worry, he's just fine. He's just MIA today. So let me just backtrack barely, because we covered, the last conversation you just heard. We were talking about the, I believe it was Spurs and Nuggets. Yeah, the Raptors. The Raptors and Sixers who we were talking about. So yesterday, the Raptors took out the Sixers pretty easily, 108-95 at home to start off the series. And the Nuggets were able to finally finish the series with, on the good side. They won 90-86 in a Game 7. So that's a really big win for them. They move on. Trying to guess who they're going to play. I'll tell you in just a second. So that's going down. So I didn't get it right with the Sixers and Raptors. The Raptors, I thought it was going to be a big win, so that pretty much I got that right. I initially took the Spurs, but I did, mention that I felt the Nuggets should win. So they did, Good for them. So today takes you into today. We had the Celtics and Bucks, and we had the Rockets and Warriors. So let's start with the Celtics-Bucks. Celtics totally surprised a lot of people, I think. Probably shouldn't be as surprising, but they did. They took out the Bucks pretty handily in their house, 112-90. So basically a 20-point win. 20, isn't that 20? 22 points. So, so that was really bad start for the Bucks. And then the Warriors-Rockets got kicked off, and the Warriors were able to pull it off 104-100 with a little bit of funkiness at the end in terms of some foul calls and shit. So, pretty damn good game. I watched most of that one. Definitely was back and forth. I would definitely, no matter what, I'd definitely give the edge to the Warriors on that game. They got the win, and, the Rockets, you don't want to be in that position to have or feel like the refs did something, But we'll see how it goes, But it was a rough one. So that pretty much finishes off currently where we're at. I'm just going to go forward just a tad, and we'll be, I'll be wrapping up the podcast here. All right, so tomorrow we have Sixers and Raptors again. Trailblazers and Nuggets. That's the series. Oh, wow. So that starts up tomorrow in Denver. So that's huge. Oh, wow. That's going to be... That should be good. I wonder how the matchup's going to fit, but I feel pretty good about the Blazers, to be honest. But we'll get into it. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to do. Just make sure to get you guys, the latest on everything. So again, I appreciate you guys listening. It's been going good. Everything's just work in progress each week. Appreciate you guys listening in. Trying to give you better content. That's always my goal. So that's what's up. Again, if you want to follow me at KANU Chronicles on Twitter, that's all you got to do is at KANU Chronicles. And then on Instagram, it's Great Nate. That's GRTN and the number 8. And of course, you could also, check out ilovekanu.com, anything KANU Entertainment. But yeah, that's all. If you found this podcast, you pretty much know what's up. So that's pretty much it, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. You guys have a good week going forward, and we'll be back soon. All right.